Hello and welcome to the first lesson of JavaScript. My name is Mildred. In this lesson, we are going to look at what JavaScript is, where we can apply JavaScript on a web page, and how to output JavaScript. Now, JavaScript is the default scripting language for HTML, and I'm going to create the basic HTML template. Now, where do we apply JavaScript on a web page? We can put JavaScript anywhere, either in the head area, in the body area, as an external script file. Now, to insert JavaScript on a web page, you use the script tag either in the head or in the body part of the page. It is between the start and the end script tag that you write your script. In the event you are using an external script file, you are going to put a source attribute in the start tag, and you are going to put the address as the value of the source attribute. So let's try using JavaScript embedded on the web page like this. Now, JavaScript is a programming language. Now, before now, you've learned HTML and CSS, which are not programming languages, but this is a programming language, and we use JavaScript to change the behavior of web pages. And now it runs in the browser, and so you want to ensure that your browser allows JavaScript to run by default. Most browsers do, but in the event that your JavaScript is switched off, you want to go to your browser settings to allow scripts to run. Now, at the end of each JavaScript statement, we use a semicolon, and we're going to see just how we write each statement in JavaScript. But we're going to illustrate this by using the different output methods in JavaScript. So how do we print JavaScript to the screen? Let's say we have a p tag here, and this p tag has an id attribute with a value of, let's say, first paragraph. We want JavaScript to write to this p tag. Maybe we're writing a program where we want an action to happen based on what the user does, or we have a button and we want to say that when a user clicks that button, we want a particular text to appear on the page or a particular detail. We have inner HTML, which we write like this. I want to print out, this is the first paragraph on this page, and I want to use JavaScript to print this out. We write document.getElement by ID, and then we're going to write the element that has the ID of first paragraph. And what we want to do, inner HTML, and we want it to put this is the first paragraph. This is one way of outputting text using JavaScript. So we use documents.getElement by ID is the method, and we want to get any element with the ID of first paragraph, and we want between the start and end tag of that element, we want it to send this statement, this is the first paragraph. So when I save this and I go to a web page, so I'll go to the web, we do not have anything on this page. When you are using a script and you are using inner HTML, you want to make sure that this script that is referring to this ID must come after the existence of this ID. And so at this point, let me push this script below this. And when I save this and I refresh my page, I will have, this is the first paragraph printed to the page. So I have used my JavaScript to output text to an HTML element, or to send text to an HTML element. So this is one way. We have another way of outputting, maybe for testing purposes. You want to, let's say, test a calculation or an arithmetic. Let's say we want to do, we can use documents.write like this to output, maybe for testing purpose, we want to test this calculation 10 divided by 2. I'll use document.write, I'll save, I'll refresh, and I'll have the calculation on the page. We use things like window.alert, or just the alert method like this. And let's say we want to alert something. This is JavaScript, and we'll use a semicolon, save, refresh, we'll have an alert box. This is JavaScript, we'll click OK, and it goes. So these are three ways. If we want to debug, for instance, we can use console.log, and then we can look at the debugging console to see the output on the page. So these are the ways that we can output JavaScript. We can also print a window in JavaScript by using window.print like this. And this is going to print the content of the current window. So we use window.print, save. Let me put a content here and say document. I'll save, I'll refresh. We have this print. We can save it as PDF, or we can select a printer to print this out. So this is what we use the window.print to do. So this is a way we can insert JavaScript on the page, and this is the syntax. We write JavaScript like this, terminate each line with a semicolon. In the event we are using an external, at this point I'm going to delete this. Let's say I'll put a h1 element here, and I'll put close h1. Let's put an ID here of main heading, an ID of first paragraph. We're going to put a script here, and the source is going to be, the source of this script will be introduction.js. We have an introduction.js file here, and I'm going to write JavaScript in that file. So I'll close script. So I'm going to put this beneath this. When I go to my introduction.js file, now take note that when you are using an external script file, you do not need, or you must not use the script tag here. We just start writing JavaScript. So first of all, if we want to write a single line comment in JavaScript, we use double slash like this and say this is a single line comment. And if we want to write a multi-line comment, we use a forward slash and asterisk. This is a multi-line comment. The comment continues here, and we end the comment using an asterisk and a slash. So whatever we write like this is going to be exempted from execution. So this is how we write comments. If you want to write comments that is a whole text, you'll use forward slash and an asterisk, and then with asterisk and forward slash. For multi-line, and for single line, just 2 forward slash. I want to use JavaScript to write to the h1 and the p tag here, and so I will say here document.getElement by ID, and the ID is main heading.inner HTML, and what I want here to say is welcome. Document.getElement by ID first paragraph dot inner HTML is equal to, so I want to say brown fox over the. Now when you're writing your JavaScript and you're getting to the end of the line and you want to move to the new line, if you click enter and go to a new line, this will result in an error for you. But how do you move to a new line and avoid the error? You'll use a backslash like this, the lazy dog. So I can write this several times, and so this says it continues on the next line. So when I save this, I refresh my introductory page, I have this printed on the page. So this is basically what JavaScript is. Don't bother if you don't understand it yet. As we go deeper, you will understand. So apart from writing to a file, we can actually change, let's say the style. Let's say document.getElements by ID, and we want main heading, and we want to change the style. The style.color. We want the text color to be what? Red. Let's see if this works. Save, refresh, and we'll have the text color to be red. And so this is how we use JavaScript to change the behavior of web pages. In the next lesson, we are going to look at what variables are. We are going to look at how to write variables in JavaScript, and we're going to look at the different operators that we have. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.